NewsX Live from Tel Aviv. Thank you very much, Doctor and Professor, for joining us today. Now, looking at this, how does Trump's decision to designate Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, and also Trump's public defense of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman impact U.S.'s credibility on human rights and its relations with global allies?
Well, it's very clear that when it comes to Saudi Arabia in particular and foreign policy in general, President Trump has chosen a line of realpolitik, of putting national interest before every other consideration, including human rights, basically brushing off the abuses of human rights in Saudi Arabia, and of course the murder of Khashoggi. But that is not unusual in U.S. foreign policy or any foreign policy. It's just the way I think President Trump answered this question was very, I think, inelegant, I would say. But as I said, the president has chosen a line of realpolitik and of national interest. It's very clear. And he's not alone, of course, in the world in giving preference to national security than to moral values.
And how is Israel seeing the closeness or the relationship that's on the building that's going on between Saudi Arabia and U.S. and what's Israel's reaction to also the F-35 deals, the possibility of joining Saudi Arabia joining Abraham Accords as well?
Well, first of all, it's not the first time that the United States sells fighter jets to Saudi Arabia. There was a similar controversy in the 1980s under the Reagan administration, which was also very favorable to Israel. But Israel understands that the United States, as a superpower, as a major player in the Middle East, has many allies, not only Israel, and that the United States also considers Saudi Arabia as a major ally. Israel, of course, understands that. Of course, the supply of those fighter jets, the F-35s, to Saudi Arabia, as far as Israel is concerned, should be done in the context of normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel. I mentioned the precedent of the sale of jets by the Reagan administration in the 1980s. At the time, Israel and Saudi Arabia were essentially enemies. It is no longer the case today. Today we're talking about regional alignment and normalization. And I think it is important to coordinate the two, the armament of Saudi Arabia by the United States and the rapprochement between Saudi Arabia and Israel. And I very much hope that the Trump administration will push for such normalization and coordination between Israel and Saudi Arabia to face the common threat of Iran, but also to work together to help Saudi Arabia diversify its economy and do its transition from an oil economy to a post-oil economy.